So I get this email from, I won't name the person, someone my husband and myself, my husband Chuck and myself, we know him and we think they're a pretty cool guy, pretty intelligent, and we've used him in some business issues and stuff like that before. I think a lot of the guy. Of course, maybe there's some political issues. I know Chuck tends to bring it up, and it sometimes gets heated. I was a little amazed um, at the way this person, who I always felt was a diplomat, always level-headed and respectful, and I mean, just kind of snapped and went rabid. It was actually pretty scary to watch and made me open my eyes a little bit. But at any rate, I guess he and my husband have been texting back and forth or whatever, complaining about politics. And my husband and I, of course, we are Trump supporters. And I'm not sure if my friend is actually a Hillary supporter or if he just feels like he doesn't have any choice. Because I've heard him say things about her in the past. He's not real keen on her, but, what's he going to do? He's a Democrat. He's going to vote Democrat if it were the devil. So that's what he's doing. This is what he sent me. I've quit messaging with Chuck about Trump because it is a waste of time and we're getting nowhere. Neither of us is going to change our views. That's just the way it is. I do take issue with Chuck's use of the word bitch in regards to Hillary. Okay. Didn't take offense that Chuck says she lies and that she got Americans killed and all that. Just the word bitch. Okay, that makes sense. I don't think he understood my point. Probably not. There are lots of other things you can call Hillary, but bitch implies that there is something wrong with an aggressive, assertive woman. Okay. The usage of the word comes from a time when women were property and meant to stay in their place under the domination of men. I can't even read this. Oh, yeah. This is where it gets good. I'm okay up to now. I met Chuck's daughter several times. Once she was in uniform. Is she a bitch because she is independent and assertive? I think the term is an insult to all women and shouldn't be used that way. All right. Well, this didn't sit real well with me, and it just amazes me. I mean, in a passive-aggressive way, I feel like he's insulted my daughter now. Certainly didn't gain any respect for him from me or his views. And I'm not even sure why he emailed me this. It's kind of silly. But at any rate, here's what I said. I haven't sent it to him yet. He has family in on the weekend, and I'm going to wait until Monday. No sense in blowing his weekend just because he's kind of upset mine. And what I said was, I certainly agree that we have differing political views. I did not intend on entering this dialogue, but since you brought it up to me, I will. I didn't go looking for this one. First of all, it is unfortunate that Chuck, my husband, becomes emotional and uses such language. He talks like normal people, he says whatever. He is intelligent, and there are ways to make a point in a better way, but Chuck is Chuck. I can assure you, he does not mean to insult you. He could care less about Hillary, of course. He means no offense to you by using a word he feels describes his emotional response of Hillary and his dislike for things she has done. I am not sure what dictionary you are using, but I have never known bitch to mean an aggressive, assertive woman, nor did I find in the word's etymology the usage of the word that described women as property or curse to male domination. The word has many uses today, but as a rule it is used to show contempt, not only of a woman, but also of a man, in the way we use it in son of a bitch. Or something is being difficult to deal with when we say it's a bitch. And more recently in urbanology to mean a place you sit when you ride in a vehicle, or can even mean your best buddy. It is unfortunate that we have dumbed down so much in our colloquial speech to use vulgarity to express our thoughts. We are guilty of misspeaking in comfortable settings and sometimes, regrettably, in emotionally volatile settings. We tend to be able to clean up our language in circumstances of court or church out of respect. Now, although I realize that you are trying to make a point by using our daughter Tamara as an example, but to answer you, no. She is not a bitch because she was in uniform serving our country and ensuring America's freedom, or because she has learned to take care of herself and is an independent and assertive adult, and one that I am very proud to know and love. She can be a bitch when she is contrary and causes conflict by her actions and bad decisions, and she will call herself a bitch when she realizes she is complaining instead of being thankful, or is being knowingly rude or hurtful to someone else. I am quite sure that Tamara is thick-skinned enough to know that if she is dishing it out, there will be repercussions and she can take it. We had three daughters, all relatively the same age growing up, and we did not sugarcoat much with them. I mean, we told them what we thought was right. We did the best we could. May not have always been right, but that's the way it is. I went on to let him know that I have the greatest respect for you and your intellect, but I believe you are mistaken in thinking that my husband Chuck is the strong one, or that he somehow believes he deserves dominance as a male over a female. Chuck is one of the most forward-thinking men I know, particularly in regards to women. I hear from the guys sometimes, how do you put up with him? Why are you with him? In response to their issues and problems with him, which here I am again, bunch of baby tattletales. I am amazed after listening to the crude comments and stories they tell that they have ever sustained any type of relationship. They have no respect for themselves or the women they are involved with and claim to love. They are looking for excuses to be anywhere but with their helpmate. While not always having smooth sailing in our relationship, the one thing I could count on with Chuck was respect and honesty, and I dare say most of the men I know are emotionally incapable of either. Well, I probably could have said a lot of not so nice things, and I honestly think, I don't particularly like to use the word bitch, but the C word would be more fitting and much more degrading, and I really despise that word as well. I just think, we've pretty much gotten to the point where our emotions override us and we use vulgarity and we get emotional and we don't think. We used to be able to communicate, and it is a shame that Chuck gets emotional and he can't say what he means, but hey, we're all guilty of that. I do find it pretty funny that in a passive-aggressive way, because he felt slighted about Hillary, that he thinks it's okay to make an example of my daughter. Most moms in the South probably wouldn't put up with this, so you might just want to watch that. At any rate, just thought I would pop this little bit of video out there for Chuck and Tamara. I love you guys. Proud of my entire family. I've got good people, surrounded by good people. I don't care who you vote for. Do your research, vote. Listen to other people. They may have a valid point, even if they're being a little irate or a little hysterical. Some of us are very frustrated, Give them a chance. Hear what they have to say. You may have something to say too. Be good. Peace.